grade 8s. It's me. I believe this is our second episode for you guys. I could be wrong. In any case, hi! We're going to play some stuff out of the book. And I have some good news. My etude books are arriving. I only have one so far. And it only applies to Gemma. But I have, one of them has arrived and they will be here probably throughout the week. They start out relatively simple and then gradually get harder. And so I might give you guys some solo stuff out of these to work on. In the meantime, let's play some stuff out of the book, shall we? So, open your books to page 40 because we're going to do a quick warm-up and then we're going to jump in here. All right? Okay. We're going to do our B-flat concert major scales and arpeggios. Hopefully I don't spike the mic like I did last week. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now we're going to do our technique study, which is the next one over, okay? Remember, do, do, do. Clear difference between slurs and tongues, okay? One, two, three. Now I was trying to do my third valve slide. If you can do that, trumpets, that's great, but I was even having trouble with that, so maybe don't. And I want to challenge you guys. I want you to flip over to page 43. And I know we already did the B-flat concert major scale, but at the top of page 43 we have arpeggios and thirds. So I want you to try this with me. We're going to try from the beginning. We're going to do the major scale, the arpeggios, and then we're going to do the thirds, okay? Okay. 1, 2, 3. I should have took a breath at the breath mark, but I didn't. Okay. And the most important thing I'm going to add to our warm-up right now is the bottom of page 43, which some of you really, really, really need to do. So we're going to do the chromatic scale, okay? So, if you do not know all of the fingerings in this scale, figure it out. Open your book up. Find your key fingering chart, figure it out. And if you don't know it, don't have a fingering chart, luckily for you, you're watching this on the internet. And you can literally just go, trumpet fingering chart, clarinet fingering chart, enter, and it'll show you. Okay? No excuse for that. Okay? Because you're literally watching this on the internet. Okay, chromatic scale. 1, We're going to do more of that one, but it's really important that you guys are able to play a chromatic scale, so please make sure you can do that. So we're going to go back to where we left off last time. We're going to page 17. We were doing some 3/4 stuff. We're going to start with 65. So I've just come from Sydney. So we got a pickup, and it starts piano, and then it gets forte, okay? So I'll give you a bar and 2, because you come in on 3. What did I do? Oops, how did that happen? Apparently I set it to 7/4. 1, 2, 3, 1. Get back into our waltzy feel. And we're going to do the Carnival of Venice, okay, which is number 66, okay? It's big and full. Try and make it as beautiful as possible. If you want to come up with your own variations and record them and send them to me, that would be super cool. But I just want you to play. A bar and 2. 1, 2, 3, 1. Run out of air there. Okay. So we're going to move on, okay? And we're going to move on to number 67. I'd like to get to the end of this page. So now we have 67. So this is our warm-up lullaby, right? And this one's piano. It's all slurred though, right? Except for when the slurs begin, which you obviously have to tongue. The goal here is to create a nice, beautiful sound, right? If you're playing somebody a lullaby, the goal is you're playing beautiful music that's supposed to put them to sleep. And if you're like, da, 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 no one's going to sleep unless they're deaf. Or you play so horribly it knocks them unconscious. But that's not a lullaby, that's a stun gun. So, we're going to play the lullaby, okay? As beautiful as you can make it. And piano doesn't mean little, like no air. It means lots of air, just with a soft approach, okay? You still need lots of air. 1, 2, 3, 1. Not my best playing. I think I should do that again. 1, 2, 3, 1. So I'm still getting used. I've been playing the trumpet for a while, but I'm a tuba player, right? And I'm still getting used to this whole third valve thing, because on the tuba we don't ever do that. So that still throws me off. So So we're going to try number 68 here, okay? Ezekiel Solo the Wheel, okay? So this one's a little faster. A fair bit faster. Now you'll notice sometimes the dynamics don't always start at the beginning of the bar. Sometimes they start on a specific note. In the last bar of the first ending, you'll notice that that quarter note has the piano sign. So that means we switch to piano on the last quarter note of the bar going back, right? So this one's about dynamic shifting. And I'm going to play the A part once, and then I'm going to play the B part second time, okay? I'm going to play with all the repeats and everything. And you can either play with me on the A part and then play with me on the B part, or you can do the opposite of me and then play it as a duet, okay? This one's a little quick though, so I recommend that you maybe just try and read through it once first though, okay? Okay, I'll give you a bar and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. That's the A part. I'm going to switch to the B part. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay, those eighth notes come at you quick. Okay. Now, I shouldn't have to explain what accents are to you grade 8s. You should know this stuff. But I'll just, quick refresher. It means a little more air, and you want the note to have a stronger attack and then a bit of a decay. So instead of like 4 regular quarter notes, right? 4 accented would be more like bong, bong, like a bell. Dong, 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 like that shape. Bong. Okay. So we're going to try number 70. The Streets of Laredo. Da, 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 da. Okay. And when we do, whether it's 4/4, 3/4, there's always weak and strong beats. Okay. And in 3/4, the strong beat is 1, and then 2 and 3 are the weaker beats, right? Like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Except I'm not with the metronome right now. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, right? And in 4/4, we have beats 1 and 3 are strong, and beats 2 and 4 are weaker beats. So it would be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's actually why when I conduct, like 1 it's down. 1 is usually the heaviest beat, right? Okay? So think light when we do this one. Pa, ta, ta, pa, ta, ta, pa, ta, ta. It's not just about getting the right notes and right rhythms, it's also about getting the right dynamics and the articulation. So in this case, accents. I'll give you 2 bars. 1, 2, 3, 1, and 2. So that's streets of Laredo. And we're going to jump ahead even further. We're going to do number 71. We're going to do donkey riding, which apparently, according to this, is a Canadian folk song. Not one I've ever heard, but apparently it's supposedly Canadian. Now, this one's actually surprisingly fast. Okay. Make sure you are tonguing everything, because you can't slur this one. Okay? And don't forget the accents. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. It's very short. I'll do it one more time, just to give it another whirl. 1, 2, 1. Okay. That one might take you a couple tries just to get the fingerings under your fingers. So we're gonna do number 72 here. Okay. Now this is the Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairies from the Nutcracker by, a lot of people say Peter Tchaikovsky, but it's Pyotr in Russian. Pyotr. Tchaikovsky is fine. Before I sing it, try and see if you can figure out how it sounds just by looking at it. If you can see if you can recognize it. Okay. Na 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 la 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 la. Okay. So here we go. Don't forget the dynamics and accents. Watch key signature. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay. And the last thing I want you guys to look at is number 73. Okay. And this is a little private thing for each of you. Everybody's got something different. I know the valved ones, you guys have some 8th note things, right? Like this one. That's for like trumpets and euphoniums and such. And like clarinets, you have. You have kind of more about slurring and shifting your fingers without making squeak noises and stuff, right? Every instrument's going to have something different. These green exercises at the bottom of the pages, specifically for your instruments, please do not skip them because they're super, super helpful for you, okay? They address those specific things that only your instrument deals with, and if you skip over those, then you don't really ever deal with those technical issues, okay? So take the time to do that one. And next time on Thursday, we're going to have a look at The Good Life. And I'm going to try and record a piano accompaniment. Oh, God. Okay? And I know it's I know some of these are a little juvenile for you guys, and some of these are easy. But I told you a long time ago, the hardest piece of music I can play is Hot Cross Buns, because every single piece of music that I play is the hardest piece. You're hearing me mess up right now, and this is a great example. Every time you play, is the hardest thing you ever played, because you should always try to push yourself to play your absolute best, to try and create your best sound. When I play hot cross buns or anything like that, I'm trying to create the best sound I can, and it requires my absolute utmost amount, like, focus, just to try and think about, am I holding my instrument properly? Am I using proper breath support? Am I using good airflow? Is my embouchure clear? Am I in tune? Is my rhythm in time with the metronome? I'm trying to think of all of these things, and it's difficult, right? So don't think that these are super easy, because I would be really surprised if any of you have been able to get through all of these perfectly and still sound better than me. I'd be amazed. I'd be very proud of you, but I would be amazed. I don't think that's the case, though. I think a lot of you, if you are doing this and playing along with me, are going, I don't sound as good as I do when I'm playing in band. And that's because you're hearing all of the mistakes that are getting covered up by your friends. So please make sure to don't be too harsh on yourself. Just remember, this is about improving, okay? So I will see you guys on Thursday. You should check out Fresh Air every morning, 10:30 on SD91 Live. Do it. And I'll see you guys Thursday.